What does the mind of God look like? Some seek it in Scripture, some in the stars. One man, born out of wedlock in a Tuscan hillside town, sought it. Everywhere. In the curl of a leaf. In the turbulence of water. In the smile of a merchant's wife. And in the exact geometry of a human corpse. He was an artist, an engineer, a scientist, and a dreamer centuries out of time. He was Leonardo da Vinci. And his story is not just about beautiful paintings. It is about a single, insatiable question. How does the world work? Leonardo was nessuno, nobody, an illegitimate son, barred from following his father into law or the university. He received a rudimentary abaco education, but his real school was the natural world. He taught himself by watching, with an eye of unparalleled patience. He later wrote, "I shall confound the learned men." Not out of arrogance, but because he had discovered a different path to truth, direct observation, the very method God granted Adam in naming the creatures of Eden.
Leonardo, what have you? The angel Leonardo painted is ethereal, soft, alive. His own figures suddenly look stiff, wooden by comparison.
Master, I only sought to show the light as it truly falls.
Legend says Verrocchio never painted again. The apprentice had surpassed the master with a new language of reality. Sfumato, the smoky blending of light and shadow. Leonardo saw no division between art and science. To paint a body, you must understand its bones, its sinews, its soul. To paint a flower, you must know how it grows. I have plans for bridges, very light and strong. Methods for destroying any fortress. I can sculpt in marble, bronze, and clay. In painting, I can do as well as any man. In the Sforza court, Leonardo is a spectacle. He designs pageants, builds a massive clay model for an equestrian statue, and begins two obsessions: the Last Supper on a convent wall, and the detailed study of human anatomy in the hospital cellar.
You dissect corpses? This is the work of butchers, not philosophers. And where do you think philosophy resides, sir? In dusty books? Or in this magnificent machine? I am reading the true book of God's creation, written in muscle and marvel.
Here lies the central paradox of Leonardo. His mind was a wildfire of invention, but his hand was often too slow, too perfectionist. He left masterworks unfinished. The adoration of the Magi is a ghostly underpainting. The Sforza horse was never cast in bronze, but his failures were his true masterpiece, 7,000 pages of notebooks. They were not for publication. They were a conversation with himself and with the Creator. He sought to understand the divine logica, the logic behind creation. As the Bible states, for since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, his eternal power and divine nature, have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made. Romans 1:20. Leonardo took this as his life's mission. In his later years, Leonardo carried certain paintings with him everywhere, like talismans. The Mona Lisa was not just a portrait, it was a lifelong experiment in capturing the complexity of a human soul, the motions of the mind. He painted not just a woman, but the very mystery of consciousness, set against a primordial evolving landscape. He was painting the inner and the outer universe simultaneously. Master, what is the greatest mystery you have encountered? The why, Majesty. I can see how a whirlpool turns, how a bird's wing lifts it. But why is there such beauty in the function? That is the breath of God. He died there in 1519, legend says, in the arms of the king. He left his notebooks to a devoted pupil, Francesco Melzi. They would be scattered, lost, hidden for centuries. Leonardo's true implication is this: he represents the last and greatest moment when human knowledge was a unified field. For him, Art, science, engineering, and philosophy were not separate subjects, but different lenses on the same divine masterpiece, reality itself. He proved that curiosity, pursued with passion and precision, is a form of reverence. His veracity lies not in the completion of tasks, but in the purity of the quest. He failed by the world's standards of productivity, but succeeded utterly in the pursuit of wisdom. Leonardo da Vinci, the ultimate individualist, was also a profound copyist, not of other artists, but of nature. His genius was a form of holy mimicry. In an age of dogma, he offered a radical idea that to truly know God, one must study his handiwork with fearless eyes and relentless hands. He is the bridge between the medieval world of received truth and the modern world of empirical discovery. In his unfinished works and cryptic notebooks, we see our own modern condition, perpetually seeking, perpetually yearning, forever on the verge of understanding the magnificent, terrible, and beautiful design of it all. This is Hidden Histories. Like, share, and subscribe for more biblical mysteries, ancient truths, and forbidden knowledge revealed daily.